Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first live broadcast. And I want to remind all of you that tonight at 9 o'clock, I'm going to be hosting a special broadcast where I'm going to share with all of you new strategies, new scripts, new tactics that only work in the month of December, but my God, do they work in December? LinkedIn and Facebook have made changes and added new features that are actually going to make it easier for you to build your business. So you can be recruiting like crazy and crush it every day. Today is the last day of November. And you could be bringing in people today, introducing your business to people today, last day of the month, that you know would thrive in your business. And of course, every day in December, using attraction marketing techniques. So we know in advance who are the people that you want to be talking to. Now I'm going to demonstrate this morning. I'm going to give you two examples of just how fast and how easy this process is going to work. Your business does not slow down in December unless you do. For those of you that are students and are familiar with our project launch strategy, using it this month, there are certain elements to that strategy with little tweaks that will enable you to bring more people into your business. And what you can do in the month of December can make your entire year. Now, let me flip over here. And I'm going to demonstrate exactly how this process works. James will do these at during our coaching session today. Yesterday, for those of you that were watching, let me just take a quick peek and see who's here. And I can see Mohammed is here. So let me unmute Mohammed for a minute. And let me pop over to his LinkedIn account. Now, Mohammed has been working with a prospect and doing everything correctly. Okay, so now we're going to forget about this one. And we're going to go to Holly. So, Holly is looking for an opportunity. Now, being able to connect with someone, pick out someone that you believe is a prospect for your business is the first step. Then it comes down to conversation. And for those of you that are participating in boot camp, the scripts book steps you through a process that can have you talking to people on a daily basis. But you have to modify these scripts to fit the person that you're talking to and their circumstance and their situation. So he reaches out to her on the 23rd because we wanted to know what her experience in network marketing was. Many people that I work with on LinkedIn that are out of work are generating streams of income from home working with a network marketing company. If you don't have any luck finding an accounting job, just know that you have other options. And I'd be happy to show you what your options are. I just needed to find out what you knew about network marketing. That's why I asked. And we ended up with, how is your search for an accounting job going? So on Thursday, she sent him this. Hey, Mohammed. So I am going to do network marketing, but I know getting started will be a challenge. Have you heard of ASEA? I will be promoting the ASEA products. This is also called MLM, or multi-level marketing. It is a great way to earn extra income or more depending on the effort put into it. Any ideas on how you can go about marketing the products on social media? So, Mohammed, how did you feel when you got that? When you read that? How did you feel when you read that?
I thought I probably blew it.
Right, you thought you blew it. You thought, oh my God, what did I do wrong? And the truth is, you did nothing wrong. The thing that you all have to remember is you're not the only person that these people are talking to. So yesterday, we did a short coaching session, and he was freaking out. Hey, what did I do wrong? She was such a great candidate. What did I do wrong? And the truth is, you didn't do anything wrong. So this is what we wrote. I'm not, and understand that for all of you, you're not the only person that your prospects are talking to when it comes to Facebook and LinkedIn. Anybody that has that open to work frame is getting slammed, not only by your competitors and other companies, they're getting slammed by people in your own company. And they're all doing it wrong. So this is what we wrote. I'm not surprised that you want to start making money in MLM, because as I've gotten to know you, I know that you would be very successful building a team and a business because of your previous experience. However, I'm surprised that you're going to try working with ASEA, considering they don't have very good online tools to help you build your business. Now, let me just come back up here, because she's telling you here that she's going to build an ASEA business, but she has no idea, any idea, how to go about marketing the product. Okay? So typically, when people get into a network marketing company, they're going to be encouraged to what? Make a list of your friends, go after your friends. Any idea? Of course he's got an idea, but with a different company. So not only do they not have any good online tools to help you build the business, and it doesn't sound like you're working with someone in the company that knows how to build the business on the internet, or she wouldn't be asking you that question. Build it. Now, this is where we pull out of the scripts. Building a network marketing business on Facebook and LinkedIn isn't hard and as challenging as you think, because she mentioned up here. But I know getting started will be a challenge. No, it's not a challenge. And it doesn't sound like you work with anyone in the company that knows how to build the business on the internet. So building a network marketing business on Facebook and LinkedIn isn't hard and as challenging as you think. It doesn't sound like whoever told you about ASEA will help you build the business online, if you have to ask me. Now, there are thousands of companies out there to work with, but to be successful in any, you need four things. First, you must be passionate about both the products and the company you're working with, that you would tell people about them even if you weren't getting paid to do it. Second, you want to work with someone that is very successful and is part of a team that will help you build the business on the internet without having to chase your family and friends, attend meetings, or conduct parties at people's homes, spend money on advertising or purchasing leads. Third, it's important that you have online systems and tools to help you and everyone you bring into the business build it online. And last, it's about the compensation and income potential working with the company. Now, I was about to tell you about a special project I was going to launch to help two people become leaders and top earners in my company using LinkedIn and Facebook and earn between 20 and 40K in the next 90 days. Now, I'm confident that if you compared ASEA with my company, you would choose my company. So if you're open to making more money faster, doing it online, and look at what I'm doing, let me know. So we sent that, what, 6:26? And in less than 30 minutes, so Mohammed, what is it that you do exactly? So I got all your points about starting my own business and getting customers. Please tell me what it is you do and the company you work with. I assume you do MLM as well. Now, we know that Mohammed's company, one of their claims to fame is we're not network marketing, we're not MLM. But as soon as you name the company, everybody in the world thinks your company is network marketing. No, we're a consumer direct company. No, the general public. So what you're going to have to do here now is the name of my company, in your case, is Maluga. And a blurb on the company. We've got the scripts there. So write up how you're going to introduce her to your company. And we'll shoot it over to her. And you need to do it today, so she doesn't go further along. Now, let me log out of your account. Now, in our scripts book, we have over a dozen case studies that show you word for word how to build the business. And I got to tell you, there's an old expression, knowledge is power. But it's not power if you don't use it. And one of the most tragic things that I think I experienced in the 27 years that I've been teaching this, showing people how to do it, is people who get this information and they don't use it. They don't use it. So let's first come over to Debbie's network. And so Debbie, now tonight I'm going to show you something, especially for those of you that have been doing this for a while. You know, you're all familiar with the project launch script. You've seen some examples of how people are bringing in 10, 12, 14 people into their business in December. They're using the project launch script, and those were all success stories that took place in December. December is magical. Well, let's go over to the message area. Let me unmute Debbie.
Good morning, Max.
Good morning, Debbie. I know you've been sitting on pins and needles, waiting to, waiting to finish that. So I finished it yesterday.
Okay,
Okay, and remind me, now notice, by the way, that Debbie has the new feature for LinkedIn in separating your messages. And focus are the people that you want to talk to. Other are going to be the people that are slamming you with all kinds of propositions. So what was her name?
Jen Lombardi,
Jen?
Jen.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so this has been so textbook because she's talking to somebody that would be incredibly successful in network marketing. So we asked her, what experience have you had with network marketing? And said, well, I haven't done any network marketing. I am familiar with it, but chose not to go in that direction. Almost did Party Light and Pampered Chef, but decided not to. I know there are a few beauty ones out there like Monat, but they also have lawsuits against them, and I have to stand behind my product. So what we wrote to her on Saturday, as a matter of fact, for those of you that were my coaching students that were participated in the mastermind, you watched me literally create this. So first, we wished her a happy Thanksgiving. I was surprised that you know a little about network marketing because of all the time you've been in the salon and beauty business. And considering what your experience has been to date, I understand why you chose to go in a different direction. This is a little bit of the feel, felt, found strategy. In fact, I wouldn't have gotten into network marketing either, based on what you've experienced and what you know. And then we throw in a little LOL. Now, both Party Light and Pampered Chef use a direct sales and home party model that are nothing like the network marketing model, which is easier and can be much more lucrative with less effort. So you have to take everything that your prospect tells you, put your agenda aside and focus on them. You have to take every word, every line, and address it if you expect to move the conversation forward. Like you, I could never represent any product or any company for that matter that I didn't believe in 100%. In fact, now here we go. To be successful in any network marketing company, you must be so passionate about both the products and the company that you're working with that you tell people about them even if you weren't getting paid to do it. Additionally, to be successful, you don't have to chase your family and friends, attend meetings or conduct parties at people's homes, spend money on advertising or purchase leads thanks to social networks like LinkedIn and Facebook. We had to address the fact that what she knows about Party Light, that other company, home parties, so her understanding of the business is based on what she knows. But she knows what she knows. She doesn't know what she don't know. So anyone can become a top earner and leader in any company faster when they're working with someone that's already successful and is dedicated to helping them succeed. Being part of a team and having a good online tools is also very important. We have to assure them that, yes, you can do this. You'll become successful in my network marketing company and rise to a leadership position as I help you build a team of like-minded women who will be motivated by your story and personal desire to empower others to achieve their goals. We pulled this out of the previous conversation where we knew what she wanted to do. She wants to be a motivational speaker. She wants to stand in front of women and empower them. So your dream of becoming a motivational speaker / educator and stand in front of a group of women would be realized in addition to building a growing stream of residual income that will be far surpass what you ever made before. At one time, I felt like you do about network marketing, but when I learned more about how it really worked and found a company with products that I could stand behind It was life-changing for me. Now, if I didn't like you and felt that you'd be very successful in my business, I wouldn't be talking to you about it. I'm confident that you'd enjoy working with me, and I'm sure that I would enjoy working with you. So would you like to know more about my company, our products, and how we would be working together to help you become a leader and a top earner? And she goes, yes, please. Not just sure, not just okay. The key is to get people saying yes. So let me pop over here. And I think this is it right here. Yeah.
That's the one that we've already done.
Okay. So here we go. This is the one.
Right.
Okay. So now she says, sure, I'd like to know more about it. So I'm going to send this back over to you. Now I'm delighted to share with you the information about my company and our products because I'm confident that you're going to love them. And once you understand the unique compensation plan of the company, you'll see a faster path to making enough money to achieve all of your financial goals, as well as becoming a motivational speaker / educator to so many people, women. So as you're standing in front of a group of women who are all motivated by your story and empowered to achieve their financial goals with your mentorship, the sense of personal accomplishment you'll feel. And we need to put something in here like are wonderful. That'll work. Our now, so here we go. The company that I work with is called Modere. It's been in business for over 30 years and has customers and distributors all around the world. The company manufactures all of its products in the United States. They include a wide range. This is where you get whatever your company is. They include a wide range of award-winning, multi-patented beauty, personal care, anti-aging, nutrition, and weight loss products that have been scientifically developed and tested. Most women and men love them and continue to reorder them every month. That builds a growing stream of residual income for you. Okay, so Modere has been named the top 10 health and beauty e-commerce brand by Forbes, ranked #1, fastest growing woman-led company of 2021. It is perfectly positioned to help so many women that are struggling financially through these crazy times. So now that's where we kind of left off. So here is where you have to tell your story. And all of you need to have a story. You all got stories. So over the years, I've owned a number of successful manufacturing businesses, a retail health store, a real estate investing company, and a coaching business. So when I decided to start another business, I first tried Modere's products and loved them. And as a direct result of using their products, I lost 18 pounds and felt 10 years younger. And their skincare products took 10 years off my face. At 67, it's amazing to hear from people I know who really look good over and over. Now, when I decided to get into network marketing, see, the average person that gets into network marketing typically is not looking for a business. Somebody is telling them about the product. So they try the product is great, the product works, and what happens? They love it, they have great results, and now they decide they want to build a business, but the person that told them about the product doesn't have a clue as to how to build a business. In fact, many times, they're no longer in the business. So the person becomes an orphan. 70% of the people in every network marketing company today are orphans. They love the products, but they have no clue as to how to build a business. That gives you, and I'm talking about my students, an edge. An edge. They're thinking, oh, I'm going to join this company. I'm going to join that company. Really? Step back a minute. Think about it. Are you doing it because you're interested in the products? That's one thing. But if you're trying to build a business, whoa, slow down. So when I decided to get into network marketing, I did extensive research and looked at many companies. And because I've owned a number of successful companies, I knew what I wanted as well as what I didn't want. So I'm taking your words. We're just kind of rearranging them over.
Right.
I wanted a company that didn't cost an arm and a leg to join. Very low monthly overhead, the ability to build the business anywhere, and no employees, a great supportive community, and a great supportive community. As I mentioned earlier, while it's important to be passionate about the company and their products, it's also important that you work with someone in the company that's very successful. They should be dedicated to helping you build and train your team. So when I decided to choose to get into Modere, I actually shopped for my sponsor / mentor and initially reached out to the top leader in the company and interviewed her to see if I would enjoy working with her. Because that's what you're doing when you're shopping for a sponsor. You want to see, is the person I'm talking to genuine? Are they going to help me? She's not only the top leader in the company, she's an icon in the industry and one of the nicest people I've ever met. When she agreed to take me under her wing and help me build the team and support everyone that I brought into the business, I knew there was nothing to stop me from being successful. So she'll be working directly with you to help you build your business too. I'll share more about her in a minute. Now, there are many other companies out there with good products, but having good products is only part of what everyone needs to be successful in network marketing today. You also need a simple way to demonstrate the product and products online to your prospects. Having great online tools and a simple system that is easily duplicated by everyone you bring into the business is a must when considering a business to work with. Since I wanted to build my team over the internet, I hired at great expense the best social media trainer in the industry, who trained me how to build the business on LinkedIn and Facebook. He also trained me how to train everyone on my team and is now my personal online mentor. The online system I use eliminates the need for home parties, chasing family and friends, having to do three-way calls with prospects, buying leads and advertising costs, nor will you have to spend hours on the phone chasing business. So now we come back. And you mentioned it earlier, I think you said 30 years. So Modere has been in business for 30 years. They reinvented themselves 8 years ago to capitalize on the growing trend from physical retail stores to online retail. And we should probably put down business. And they provide outstanding online tools to show the business to everyone. Now you can learn more about Modere and how now I'm not sure that you can learn more about Modere and how the traditional party plans, old school network marketing models are broken, and how they compare to Modere social retail and why people win.
I have a good video that explains it.
Okay. All right. So when I chose to get into Modere, I actually shopped for my sponsor / mentor, and I initially reached out to the top leader in the company who agreed to work with me. The name of the top leader I'm working with is Margie. You give her a link. If you looked at Margie on Google, you'll understand why I'm so excited and blessed to be working directly with her. Once you get to know her, you're going to love working with her too. And once you get to know, okay, so this is like a,
That's a duplicate, yeah.
all right. So now this is the important part, because now we're going to use the project launch script. And for those of you that are my students, every day, we talk about making connections. We talk about, the steps. But every day you should be jumping into the project launch script with appropriate qualified people at least 3 times a day. If you use that project launch script 15 times a week, the results will blow you away. So Margie and I are about to launch a special project to help 2 people become leaders, trainers, and top earners in Modere using LinkedIn over the next 90 days. With your experience teaching, training, and building teams, I'm confident that you'd be very successful. So when would be the best time for us to talk? And when would be the best time for us to talk so I can show you how we make money, or show you how we would work together? And what you do is you just set it up so that she's going to be talking to you. Now, what you do, as soon as she finds out when the best time is, and for her, then check with Margie to see if Margie's available.
Right.
Let Margie be a surprise. So she's planning on talking to you. She's built a relationship with you. And so you go back to Margie, say, Margie, I'm talking to this amazing woman. She's gonna, are you available then? And if Margie's not, then when would you be available? And then you go back to her, to your prospect, say, listen, it's the end of the month and I'm helping so many people. Would you be available? And give her that time. So you want to try to set it up without telling her that you're going to have Margie. All right. So what
Why
happens?
do you do that? Just out of curiosity, what's the thought behind that?
Well, you can go both ways. You could turn around and you could say, I'm going to put Margie, so where you and Margie, you, me, and Margie, can all get together. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. But what happens is it involves, trying to set up a time for 3 people can be a little, everybody's. So, and the thing is, it's your relationship. Okay. When you get on the phone with her and you start talking, it's all about, when people look at your profile and they see all the things that you've done, you're one very, very successful woman. You've been successful in a lot of things. You're talking to somebody that is entrepreneurial, who in the right business would be outrageously successful. So you kind of want to focus on the relationship that you're going to have with her. Yes, Margie is going to be available to help, and Margie is incredibly powerful. But the relationship has to be between you and her.
Okay.
I can't even stress the importance. Now, Margie's phenomenal in a 3-way call, but in some cases, maybe you got an upline that's very, very successful. That's old school. So you get your old school upline on a 3-way, and they start talking about making a list of your friends and blah, 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 all the things that your prospect is not interested in doing. The only reason you want to introduce your prospect to a successful upline is so that they can connect with somebody that's been very successful, and it gives more credibility. I mean, that's the power of a 3-way call. There's somebody here that's successful, that's doing it. After you've done enough 3-way calls, you don't need your upline. And for those of you that are a little nervous about that, when you do 3-way calls, record them. Write down. And so if you write down the points that your upline is talking about, then you're in a position in no time at all to do it. Because when you start, when your prospects start bringing people into the business, you're going to have to do this for them. So I'll shoot this over to you and
Okay.
you can tweak it a little bit. Let me kind of pop back over here for just a minute. I mean, you all are sitting on a gold mine. And I'm going to tell you, there is going to be more success stories coming up in the month of December. In fact, I just started working with a student that has had his schedule changed, and he doesn't have a lot of time. He's only got 2 or 3 days a week. And what I showed him was he has 850 connections. And he's been doing this for 2 years. And we went in and we looked at his connections, and there's 400 people, 400 of his connections that are looking for an opportunity. I says, Richard, so you got 400 opportunities to use the project launch script with. And you know, you're all familiar with the results that some people have. I want to come over here really quick. So I'm looking at Sabrina. It looks like you're new. Do you see yourself here on LinkedIn? Let me unmute you for a minute.
Hey, Max.
Hello.
I don't have a LinkedIn account.
You don't.
No.
Okay. Well, clearly you need to get one. Are you on Facebook?
Yes, I am on Facebook.
Okay. Here you are. Or at least that's
The one at the top.
okay. And it doesn't look like you've been very active on Facebook either.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not active on social media.
So what have you been doing to try to build your business?
I haven't started yet on multi-level marketing or I've been doing real estate, and I have young children, so I'm just looking to see if this is something I want to take on as another income source.
Mhm.
But I have to know that it's going to be something I can tackle and do.
Let me let's see, did I do that? Let me come over here. And you know, I was working with someone in here it is. So Rosie Gonzalez was in real estate. And when her kids were small, when her kids were young, she's working on the weekends. So she never had a chance to spend a lot of time with her kids. So she jumped into a network marketing company. In her case, she jumped into a SIA. And it doesn't matter what company you're in, as long as you're passionate. Well, it does to a certain extent. But if you're passionate about the products and you have access to people, then there's no limit to how big you can build a business. So in 1 year, She built an organization of 15,000 people, made enough money. So she was at, and remember, it's residual, it keeps coming in. It's kind of like if you sold a house and every time they made their mortgage payment, you got a little kickback. That's residual income. With real estate, you sell the house, you get paid. So she actually was able to literally retire from real estate. Now, the interesting thing was, there's always the rest of the story. When it happened, her kids, kind of moved, were now teenagers. So, they got other things to do with their friends and their families, or their friends, as opposed to hanging out with their parents. But still, she was able to participate. She had more time to spend with her kids, which, is going to be important. So if you have a real estate background, just for example, and so you can pop over here, and with the way the market is going south with interest rates and mortgages, if you came up here and you did a search for people that worked in real estate on LinkedIn, there are 6,710,000 people in real estate in different capacities. So we could do real estate. You could do real estate broker. You could look for real estate office managers. So there's 236,000 office managers in real estate companies. The interesting thing is, you can come over here and you can say, show me all of the people that are looking for an opportunity. And you have 3 million recently laid off. So there are people that you could easily talk to that would be interested in what you're marketing and what you're selling. The key, as you heard me mention earlier, is you need to find a company that you're passionate about. Have you got one in mind? You don't have to name it.
Yes, actually, I know, I'm pretty sure Dutch Andrews, that's my father. The Melaleuca business is the one that I would join.
Okay.
But yeah, he was telling me about you and I wanted to see what it looks like. So this is the second time I think I've been on one of your webinars just to see what it even looks like. Cause like I said, I'm not on LinkedIn. I mean, I think I joined back in like 2008 or something, and I didn't use it for anything. And I'm not on Facebook a lot because I like to keep my life private.
Well, you don't have, again, nobody has to know what you're doing. But if you want to see what it looks like,
Yeah.
okay, this is what it looks like. Okay, this is one of my students. Okay, now Francisco has been working with a company now for 2 years. And there is, in August, he had 70,000 people in his business. It's called duplication. You put in your time, and he ended up bringing somebody into his business that had 600,000 people in his former business, and boom. He so in spite of the fact that now Francisco has over 300,000 people, he had 72,000 in August. Now he added 200,000 people to his business. that somebody else brought in. He still, in the last week of August, was able to enroll 25 people. You have unlimited access to people. It takes an hour or two a day to reach out, connect with folks. And you're all sitting on gold mines. All it takes is an hour or two a day. So tonight at 9 o'clock, we're going to be sharing all of the new Facebook changes. We're going to show you how that you can build your business quicker and faster. And all of you are heading down the same road. You all have the same simple, easy access to people. I will be back tonight at 9 o'clock. We also have a session at 4. So today's the last day of the month. You still have plenty of time to reach out and connect with people. For those of you that are students, we sent out a portion of my list did not get the Black Friday promotion for 2 boot camps. So you can still register, take advantage of the twofer, register for 2 boot camps for less than the price of 1. Until next time, best of luck in building your business and God bless.